Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you had a great week. It's Thursday. Thank God it's Friday tomorrow. A hectic week. For me, it was full of recovery, things like that. I had to balance out or pick and choose basically what I could do, what I couldn't do. You have to listen to your body. If you have to rest, you have to rest. So the one thing that I thought I would talk to you about tonight specifically has to do around barbells, machines, dumbbells. I have a lot of athletes always asking me, what do I prefer? Do I prefer using free weights? Because most people think that you should prefer free weights, as if doing squats on a Smith machine is bad for nature, for the climate, whatever. At the end of the day, it's the form that counts. And it's about your experience using these tools, otherwise machines, dumbbells, or barbells. The thing is with free weights, it's sometimes easier to get it right because you're working against gravity, and there is really set out ways how to do bent over rows, deadlifts, partial deadlifts, all these things with barbells and dumbbells when you do them, where you kind of have to be. Where when you're training on a machine, usually there's cables involved, and you would try to apply the same type of form, but the angle that you are training at would be different because you're training versus the tension from the cable's angle, not from gravity, or from gravity's pull, whatever. So at the end of the day, you just need to make sure that your form is correct, that you really squeeze and control. I say a good point to be at is 1 second pull, 2 seconds release. A lot of times I see people sometimes going too slow on the negative, 3, 4, 5 seconds. I wouldn't say this is it's bad at all. Some would say they like the negatives, and negative training, slow release of a bar is something people do on bench a lot. It helps to increase their PR. So it's not like it's not a thing that's good or exists. It is there. Saying for bodybuilding needs, we need to, I always say it's not one rep. It's not like 12 reps. It's more like to one long rep, because you hold the tension in the muscle, squeezing, controlling the whole time. There's that kind of pumping, or contraction in the muscle that tears the fibers, and from the recovery, that's where the growth comes from, if that makes sense, So that's kind of why I like to train the way that I do and teach my athletes to train that way, is because we want to have that stretch, Heini Rambod was somebody's trainings, their principles that I like to follow. He had FST7, and then somebody in SA years later copied it, kind of changed it a bit and gave it their own name. His Heini Rambod stuff is something that I do like, and other trainers specific setups too, but that's just one way to look at it, and it is effective. So that's kind of my thought around barbells, machines, dumbbells, using these various tools to change our body, because that's what you're doing. It's like sculpting. Are you going to use the hammer, going to use something a little more softer to work all finer details? These are all just tools we use to change our bodies. At the end of the day, training effectively is very important. So if you're more comfortable on dumbbells, do those. Don't be afraid to do other things. There should be some variety in what you do, especially if you have a gym that has a little bit of variety. You can change it up every now and again a little bit, but stick to the things that work, the things that you're good at. I would say always, maybe in the off season, if you have time here and there, then you play around with other things and try new things out and so on. But in your in season, focus on the things that work and focus on the important things, which is getting to your diet, drinking your water, and resting enough. Have a great night, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.